Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 2 on Saxlingham. So, since the last episode, we have started to do the drilling of the canola in field 12, and we've got 2 and a bit passes left of that. Not much at all, just up and down, as you can see. The plan then will be to get it rolled, get it fertilised, potentially on course play, because what we are going to do then is break. We are going to mow the area right in front of us through the trees, field 32. And then what we're going to do, we're going to bale that. Once that is done, we shall then get GPS on and lower down. So yeah, mow, bale, clear it, put in the fenceless husbandry by Cookie Monster, and then there's one side that we're going to need to put a proper fence in because it's open to one of the farm tracks. And that is the plan. There's not much else to be done, I don't think. If time permits, we may look at doing a contract. Because I want to get another baler and another trailer. But saying that, we could potentially look at the hire purchase for those. So, yeah, that's the plan. We may not achieve the getting of the baler in this episode, but we shall hopefully be some way towards getting that job done. And then, yeah, we should be able to get some cows. So you might also have noticed that we have now got Simple Inspector installed, which should help us with just keeping track of other vehicles when they are off doing either contracts or we've got them working on course play. Right, so that's that field all drilled. Now I think we can get across and out this way round. Let's just hide the lines. So what I've actually done is, because I had got this save to this point probably about a week ago now, and I really wanted to be able to play, so I just duplicated the save basically. So I have an exact replica that I have been playing on, and it's been quite handy to test a few little things as well. Let's park that up there. Do seem to be getting a few little frame rate drops, which is interesting. Hasn't been doing that too much, so let's leave that there. There we go. Right, the other thing that has happened is, if I bring up the F1 menu and we stand next to our mixer, you will see that we have a somewhat different looking mix. Now, Marnix Mapping, for those of you that don't know, is the creator of Climb Friesland, both FS22 and FS25, and Rotterdam Island. So I've been done a few series on his map. So he's a good buddy of mine, and he has done a different mix for me. So we're going to be putting in hay, silage, straw, cut sugar beet, and mineral feed if we want to. And also we've got the there we go, you can see it there, the edit that he did for Rotterdam Island initially, I think it was, yes, that grass feeding does you can basically 100% health off of effectively grazing, or you can zero graze, cut the grass, dip it in, basically. So that is all of the changes. We now need to grab... Why can I hear an engine running? Ah. You. Right. We shall grab this bad boy and set it to rolling on courseplay. And then we will grab the mowers probably on the New Holland, and then we'll get field or plot 82 all mowed, and then we can start some baling. Let's get the gate undone. That does look like a lovely setup. I do quite like this this New Holland. There we go. Nicely through. So let's get that lot unloading. Whilst that is lowering down, we will try not to get smashed in the head. And where's the trigger? There it is. Lovely. Right, so we want the control Y. There we go. Perfecto. So, everything on. Lower down. And commence. Now this won't take us too long. It's relatively compact piece of land, but what it will do is it'll give us a bit of silage straight off the bat that we'll be able to feed to the cows, and along with grazing and some grass, if we can get a cut this year, not sure if we will or not, we'll be able to feed the cows through the winter months. And I think what I'm going to do with this save is not only do I need to turn the settings to pounds, there we go, I have turned off the fact that animals can be removed. The reason I have done that is because on my, let's call it a test save, I have done exactly this. I've mown, baled, put the pasture in, put the fence in, got some really good cows, slept till the next day, and a couple of them were removed because of accidents. No, we're not. Well, I don't want to do that. It's just, yeah, it's a waste of money, basically. I mean, real life, it could possibly happen, you know. You buy a cow one day, it gets its head stuck in something, or whatever, I don't know, but yeah. So we've turned it off for the purposes of this exercise. But yeah, I forget how many bales we got off of the field when I mowed it before. But everything is a bonus at this point, isn't it, really? It's an extra cut that we can get. This to the right of us is the side that we're going to put the additional fence in. And I don't think that cost too much, to be fair. But yeah, it was just to, you know, add a slight touch of, I hate the word, realism, by making sure that the cows couldn't escape. There we go. Right, first headland done. We shall proceed to do a few more, and we will catch back up very shortly. It's almost a sort of a slim figure of 8 track. This shape, this field is. It's actually quite nice, and once you put the pasture in, it is a good old sized pasture. So that's going to be really, really good. Obviously, we've got the cow shed as well. So yeah, I think, yeah, we're going to go for the one that does the automatic watering, just because I don't want to be carting water every 5 minutes. And then maybe we move. Oh dear, he's here all week. maybe we can... I don't know the best way to work it, really. Whether it's sort of a... I don't know if we can get milk from these pastures or not. That'll be the deciding factor on how it runs, effectively, is the fact that if we can't get milk, then the cows will be out here for a bit and then move them in. I don't know. I haven't really got that far in my head yet. But yeah, I like it. It's, like I say, it gives us a bit of a leap up in terms of the food that we'd have available. It won't be a lot, but it's better than note. So I shall take it. And the swaths do look pretty handsome. I'm quite sure that it was a reasonable amount of bales that we got off. So yeah, we'll get to that very, very shortly. There we go. So the baler that I want to try and pick up is the newly released Heston baler. We will keep the John Deere because we can control the size better for the hay that we'll do, and also the silage if we do some wrapped silage as well. But I'm thinking that the Hestons could be pretty handy for straw. So that's my logic there, and I do like a Heston bale. I do. Hopefully they are just as nice to handle as they were in 22. There is a trailer as well. It is a dolly, so there will be no reversing. We were discussing this on Discord yesterday, I think it was. Yesterday evening, day of release. Yeah, it was. Yeah, they were... It's like, no, I don't want to be even attempting to try and reverse one of those bad boys. So, yeah, we'll be making sure we don't get into too many tight spots with those. Well, hopefully, anyway. And failing that, if I do, I'll have to call on Disturbed, because obviously he's a master of reversing all things dolly-like. That sounds mildly wrong, to be fair. But anyway, right. Not much left to do in here. We shall do this, and then I'll see you when I grab the baler. We've got the baler, and we've already got one unwrapped bale, because we were that full with straw that it was over the bale size for a silage bale, and it spat it out before I could turn the wrapper on. But it is not a problem. We can feed it directly. So we just need to crack on. Now I have reset, he says. Yes, reset the bale counter so we'll know exactly how many we get, which is marvellous. There we go, and we should be on automatic drop, hopefully. Please wrap. Yes. Marvellous. Job is a good one. Lovely. Right. It would be remiss of me not to comment on the minorities' actions again, and I'm loath to do it because it's just giving them the airtime that they don't really deserve. But this is probably going to be said more in, what's the word, solidarity with Farm Sim Briscoe. And, you know, he's shut down his Discord. And if I haven't missed it already, the next thing he says to go will be Facebook. Because, again, it's the minority. When did it come into console? When did it come into console? The bloke made a video saying about it. You know, it made a song about it. Trying to be light-hearted about it. That's how I took it anyway. And yet still people ask, what do you not get? And I understand. I have been on the console side. You know, I spent years. I can't believe I'm going to admit to this. You know, watching Daggerwin and others using mods that you couldn't get on console, like Follow Me and Courseplay and Auto Drive and all that sort of stuff. But you take it as a, you know, you're not going to get it. Now, he's submitted the map to Giants. Giants are at Gamescom, so it probably has not even started testing yet. And then there's if it fails or whatever. Just be patient, people. You know, yes, I'm very lucky. I got sent the map early on anyway, and I can play it because I'm on PC. It just doesn't give you the right to hound somebody to the point where they want to shut down their Discord and leave Facebook. Have a word. It's not on, and it needs to stop. Modders do this out of a passion and an enjoyment for the game. You know, not for monetary reward. Especially if he's released it on itch, he's not going to get anything unless people donate. So, people to then think they have the right to pester somebody is out of order. And fair play to him, sticking to his guns, and he's taking a breather. I don't blame him at all. I've always said it. I've been very lucky with negativity around the channel, you know, and long may it stay that way. But I won't tolerate it. If there was any ever to be any, you be gone. I don't need that. Thanks. You might have been subbed for 5 years if we ever get to that point. Won't bother me. Start being negative and downer and rude and whatever, you're gone. And you know, he went through a load of stick when he was making the map. People stealing stuff. So for it to even be released on PC, we're very lucky, because there was a time when he was going to throw the hat in. So yeah, give the bloke a break, people. Rant over. Let's crack on with the bailing. Right then, last pass. Still spitting out the bales. Guess how many we've got. Place your comments in, well, the comments section bit below. Timestamp it as well. There you go. So no, you're not cheating. Of course, you just have to be honest with that one, really, won't you? But yeah, not a bad haul. Let's have a quick spin round, see if you can count them all very quickly. But you couldn't. Come on. Up a gear, there we go. Will we get another one? I don't think we quite will. Oh, so close. Right. Lift up. Lift up. Lift up. Thank you very much. We have got 34 bales. Job's a good one. Right. Let us find a suitably powered tractor to drag the bale trailer around. And it's such a long drive back to the field, to the yard even. Not really. Here we are. Right. In an attempt to try and sort the frame drops, I don't know if it's something to do with this baler or maybe the little area that we were just in, not sure. It gets a really significant frame drop, so I have, what have I done? Set the vent on a base game worker, just because it uses a little less thinking power than Horseplay. Now let's have a look as to how far through it's actually got. Not too shabby, to be fair. Headland's done, up and down rows started. I can just plod along in the background. We've got plenty of time for fertilising. Talking of fertilising, let's lower that down. There we go, and drop that there. Now, where did one leave one's bale trailer? Probably on the pad up there, I think. I shall go and find it, and I'll see you back in the field. This is my kind of bale collecting. It really is. I do like the fact that we can just get so many on the trailer in one go. I probably shouldn't have picked up the grass one, but saying that, we can just withdraw it from the storage on its own, so no great shakes there. There we go. It's not going to take us long at all. Seems to have got a larger sort of area that it picks the bales up from, if that makes sense. You don't have to be quite as close. There we go. Right, I shall grab the rest of these, get them into storage, and then we will put the animal pasture in. I'm quite looking forward to that. So the slight difference that I want to make to the way I did it before for myself is I want to leave a little bit more space between the gate and the feeder, just to make my life easier. We can get milk out of it. We want to customize, yes, we blooming do. So we can then take this right out. Let's try and zoom in a little bit so we can see where we are. Along here. Trying to keep it as far up, sort of off the actual bit that we've just mown. Then we can come right along. Oop, to there. Don't need to worry about the fence. Down to, if we go there, we can then come along this line down here. Hopefully this isn't making you feel too motion sick. There we go. Back down. I come there. And then there. And then back to there. Think about it. Do we want to plant meadow? Yes, we blooming do. Job is a good one. Super. So we can maybe probably paint that in there, maybe. Put a bit of mud in. Let's do that now. It'd be in the right menu. That would help. Animal dirt track. There we go. Let's do this sort of thing here. With a bit of animal mud. There we go. Twist that around like so. Lovely. Right, now what we need to do is... What fence did I use when I did it before? It was this one. So, I think I came right up to there before. Now it's sort of dog legs a bit. This is where we spend some money, and why we might need to do the odd contract off camera, maybe. It's trying to get it to weave between the trees and be within our boundary still. We've only got to go up to... Let's go. Can we get behind there? Yes, we can. We'll start to come back in there. And then there. That's that. Job is a good one. Lovely. Pleased with that. Right. So, now what we should be able to do, can't remember if we can buy directly from here. I think I did before. Yeah, we'll have to have a quick peruse. Come on, let's move. Speed things up. Right, I think it's a boot here. Aha, it is. So, let's have a look at the animals we have got available to us. So, oh, Angus. Sorry. Holstein Bull called Angus. That's not going to get confusing, is it? So, have we got any decent cows? Yes, we have. So, we'll go 1, 2, 3. And we'll buy the selected. There we go. And then what else have we got? Hereford. They're not milkers, are they? Are they? Are they a variation on the limousine? Do we know? If you do know, please let me know, because they're quite cool looking. We've got Spotty Winston as a bull. Water buffalo, no. So we're pretty restricted on. Maybe I know what we can do. I know what we do. We go into settings and we reset the animal dealer. There we go. And then we hit R and hopefully, yes, look at this. Beautiful. So, extremely high, very good. He's got a high metabolism, extremely high metabolism, easy for me to say, metabolism. Very high fertility, milk production. Why that's relevant for a bull, I don't know. So how old is he? 6 months. Bulls are healthier and older than... Right, we want something older than 12 months, don't we? So I think we go with 65 months. See, he could egg it soon, couldn't he? I think... You know what? We're going to go with the young gun. And that'll do for that. How's this one? Oh, origin Sweden. Ooh. Oh dear. And that is about it, I think, for now. Because, I mean, that's what we got. 3 down there in the mist, by the looks of things. But yeah, that's all good. So we should now, if we look in here. So straw none. Yeah, fine. We're not worried about manure and slurry from a pasture. Very good. Do reproduction steering. They're fine. That within a month they'll be all right. You're good. This is a bit of a cougar cow. Oh dear, I'm talking utter drivel. But yeah, he's a good buy. 110009. What a name. Yeah, I think that's good. So let's have a little butcher's. Butcher's at the... oh, whoa. That is some serious marrying contracts. 21, 14. So, okay. Because I think that baler is going to be fairly pricey, but we can hire purchase it. But if we got a good down payment, then obviously that's going to benefit us. So, it's work to be done, I think. Work to be done off camera. Right. I think that episode has gone on quite far enough. Thank you all very, very much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, if you have, leave us a like. If you're new, think about subscribing. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care.